What's up, everybody? It's KhunShawn here with another episode of KhunShawn Yapps, my favorite series on the channel because I get to just sit and let stuff that's on my mind out, and I can't wait to see this stuff again, when I get older. I'm super excited, man. I started meditating earlier about how I have the privilege and the delight to just live my life and do whatever it is that I feel like I want to do. I was reading this book. It's called Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. If you're not familiar with this guy, imagine like ancient teachings that talk about, consciousness, becoming better, becoming more fulfilled in your life. These ancient teachings that span thousands of years. Now imagine a modern day scientist take these teachings, put them in like the latest and greatest machines, and examine like the brain waves of the human body, and basically take this pseudoscience and ground it into legitimate science. Like, this is real. Like, you can make your life better. You can change the reality around you and have the most fulfilled life you could possibly have if you start leveling up your consciousness. And you start with like meditation, and then you can also start with therapy and find these ways to become better. And it's like I was sitting meditating in my meditation center, and I was like, yeah, man, like I'm at this stage where it's like you want to give back, right? Because when it comes to the level of consciousness, the higher you get, you eventually hit this level that I was in where you just want to coast by and you're okay with just doing whatever because life is so good to you. Like, life is so good, you legitimately just are enjoying it and you're just coasting by. And that's like around like I guess the best way to compare would be like, the hippie stage, when hippies just smoke weed and they're chilling and they're just enjoying life, which as a human, you definitely should be enjoying your life, right? Because like at the lower levels of consciousness, you get like the NPC type of lifestyle where you wake up, go to work, get off work, go to bed, wake up, go to work, get off work, go to bed. And between here and there is kind of a blur because you're on autopilot. And I used to be on autopilot as well, right? You wake up, you go to work, and you go to bed. But in between the parts of being on autopilot, I was literally looking at my life, and this was in the military. I'm looking at my life. I'm like, man, I do not want to do this forever. I don't even want to do this for like the next 5 years, let alone 10 or 20, because 20 years you get to retire out of the military, you get full benefits and all that. I'm like, there is no way I'm doing this for 20 years. Like, to go on autopilot for 20 years of your life, for me, it was not a thing. I knew that was not for me, but I didn't know where I wanted to go with my life. I just know I didn't want to be on autopilot anymore. And I knew that I wanted to live my life the way that I wanted to. And so after I got out and, I went to Thailand, I started studying more of the spiritual side, started some meditation, but a lot of it was like living in Thailand, just meeting the people. The people were friendly. I'm like, oh, I want to get to know these people, start learning the language a little bit and just start developing. In like the 4 years I've been here, the development has been crazy. Like, I am truly happy to be here. That being said, again, like, it's easy to get comfortable here in Thailand, and it's easy to get to that consciousness level where you just coast. And for me, man, coasting feels good. It feels good to just wake up, do whatever it is that you want to do, but not really put it towards something else. And, I've been reading a lot of these cool, interesting books, and I've been watching a lot of these very interesting videos online that have enlightened me to the fact that, hey, it's not all about receiving. It's not about just receiving the pleasures in life. It's not about just doing whatever it is that you want because it makes you feel good. It's also about giving back to other people, whether that's financially, spiritually, or knowledge-wise. Like, give back in any way possible, which is what you've seen in this channel. Like, when we started doing Psych VT to like break down things or to give a more, analytical perspective or psychological perspective when it comes to anything in the VTube community. Like, this is my way to give back to the VTube community in a sense, because like I'm making these videos, I was making a lot of hee hee ha ha content, but then there was times where we actually got to talk about something very interesting. And throughout it, I've been trying to play like this balance game of give what the subscribers want and do what I also enjoy. And I basically have ran that course into like, now it's one of those things where it was an eye opener for myself. Like, the VTube community is great, but the VTube community, they do not want to grow. They legitimately just want to be distracted. They want to be educated. I mean, sorry, not educated. They want to be entertained. Some of them definitely very educated individuals. Like, shout out to Giga, very educated woman. Edutainment is something definitely that could be done. But for me specifically, it's not warming out its welcome, but it's feeling like there's more in my life that I feel like I can fulfill, and there's other people I think I could contribute my being to and help them out, right? I just dropped the poll in the community tab. Do you feel like an NPC, right? Do you feel like you're just waking up, going day to day, and that's it? I started feeling like this day-to-day stuff was also sinking into my content and into my channel. Like, wake up, daily VTuber clips was something I did because I knew everybody enjoyed it, but it was also fun to just check out what's going on in the VTube community. But for me, just in general, when it comes to making VTube content, it's cool in a sense. Like, sometimes there's something very interesting, but a lot of the times it's just not something that I feel like I can really help with. I can't really contribute. And where I'm at when it comes to my level of consciousness, I want to be able to help other people. And to sit and entertain is awesome, but there's more to my life that I want to do. Like, I'm enjoying what I do now. Like, I'm 27 and I have like I was meditating earlier. It's like, bro, I have the privilege to be here at 27 and learn so much and know so much at 27, right? If anything, I think I'd rather spin off into something like consulting, right? Like giving people that are VTubers or entertainers the ability to try and, flesh themselves out and figure out what it is that they want to do with their content, and not really focus on the views or focus on the money. Because at the end of the day, man, these things are external factors, right? At the end of the day, if you want to be satisfied with your life, that always comes from the inside. There is no external validation that will ever give you that ease of mind. And people don't know that due to the fact that they are programmed to be NPCs. Like, the school system programs you to be a yes man, or it programs you to be a worker, and it just is what it is. To break out of that, that comes from inside. You have to really wake that up within yourself. Like, Matrix terminology, like take the blue pill or the red pill. But at the end of the day, like, not everybody gets that opportunity to select the blue or the red pill. They just live in the blue pill, not knowing that there is more to existence. There is more to the world that meets the eyes. And for a lot of people, I don't even know if they're even ready for that, right? Again, like, that comes from the inside, right? You have to be awoken to that on your own. And it's not easy. And for some people, they'll wake up into it and they'll realize they're in a place they don't want to be. But there are ways to put yourself in positions and into places that you want to be in, which is absolutely amazing. And, this is the type of stuff that I'm learning. And as I'm learning it, it's like, oh, I want to let other people know this as well. And I'm trying to, spread it in the VTuber community, but I can only do so much as one man. And that being said as well, it's like nobody's, at least from what I've seen when it comes analytics wise, nobody's interested in consuming this type of content because it's not HoloLive, or it's not Neurosama, or it's not something that's entertaining, right? And at the end of the day, of course, people want to be entertained. Like, we already did the poll, and it shows, like, even in the comments, like, Neurosama is made for entertainment. It is what it is, right? And I'm so happy that I'm 27, right? I'm so happy that I'm so young, right? And I'm so happy knowing the fact that I will be able to change it in the future. So for now, I'm not even worried about it. Like, yeah, you guys want to be entertained? Cool. Like, do your thing, guys. Like, even then, I'm going to give you guys some entertainment too. Like, I'm not done. Like, I like the community, right? I love the Discord. I love the people in there. And I love like the video requests that are submitted, and if they are interesting, of course I react to it, which is like it's thrown onto the channel, right? The playlist is also cool, like the clips and like just seeing what's going on. That's really cool stuff. It's fun to do that. That being said, like that's not my goal, and that's not my end all be all. It's not wake up, do the hee hee ha ha show. Like it's just not me, and it's never gonna be me. It is not what I want to do, right? And I'm pretty sure like everybody knows that. And shout out to the people in the comments before, like when I made more serious videos, they always say, man, just do what you love, do what you love, do what you love. So that is what I'm doing. That is what I'm implementing, doing what I love. And I do love the VTube community. I really do love it. I enjoy it. And if anything, it's like it's great to give back to them, even though they don't want it, or they're not aware that they want it, or they don't give it the time of day because they're too busy focused on being entertained. I don't blame anybody for it. I'm not upset about it. It's just a life that we live. But hopefully, you guys get to live vicariously through me, because in January I get to go to Tibet. And guess what's in Tibet? The Himalayan mountains. So guess who gets to climb the Himalayan mountains? This guy. Guess who got to do martial arts and show it off? This guy. Guess who got to join the military and show that stuff off as well? This guy. Guess who got to shoot amazing weapons from all over the country or all over the world? This guy. Who got to fly. I'm not thinking about it, but I'm going to invest in Starlink. Because Starlink, apparently you can do so Starlink is like satellite internet, and you can get this internet and you can travel the world with it, and you could also use it on boats. So guess who's going to be making some VTuber clip videos on a boat? This guy. Guess who gets to fly business class and gets to make some reaction videos while flying in a plane? This guy, right? I get to enjoy these luxuries of life, and I get to share it with you all. It's less of a, I don't want it to, because there's some people that just live in like lower consciousness, negative feeling, low level world. Everything is doom and gloom. I'm hoping they see these amazing things that I get to like imagine I take this laptop and I get to make a VTuber clips on the Himalayan mountains. Like that would be so sick. That would be so fun. And that's an idea that I have. And all it takes to make the idea come true is to just do it, which I have the ability to do, which I will be doing, right? I get to do these cool things. And I just want you guys to be able to witness it and say, damn, that's cool. I want to do that too. That's all I want to spark. I want to, that's me. I'm a joyful person. My joy, my creativity. I want to be able to reach an NPC and they wake up and they say, damn, that can be me. And that legitimately can be you. You just got to play your cards right? Because everybody looks at the deck of cards that they have. Unknowingly, there are more cards over here in this pile that you can grab from. You can legitimately grab any cards from this deck and you can add to your hand. It's not just the cards you're dealt, bro. You have more cards you can legitimately reach into and pull out, and then you can play those cards as well. And you get those cards by expanding your skill set. You expand your knowledge, you expand your wisdom, and you expand whatever it is that people call the spirit, the thing that's inside you. You make this bigger, you make this brighter, and then you find out more things that you want to do. Again, shout out to Hero, right? Shout out to Hero. They're into PC building. They're taking old PC pieces and making cool stuff from that. Legitimately, you can make more of these types of content, and this content in itself can expand because you're gaining more knowledge when it comes to computer parts and stuff like this. You can take what you have and make it bigger, and you can make it better, and you can make your life overall more enjoyable. But yeah, that's an amazing episode of KhunShawn Yapps, and I hope it inspired you to do more with your life. You don't have to sit with the cards that you're dealt. You just got to keep fighting and expand your skill set. It's your boy KhunShawn, man. I hope you guys do well. I hope you guys enjoy your life. I hope you guys have a good one. I'm going to continue reading this amazing book. Here's the book again, if anybody is interested. Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's also on YouTube, so you can check out some podcasts where if you don't want to read, you could just watch the podcast where he explains these things in detail, right? And this stuff is real. It is real. But step one is you believing it. And only you can make yourself do that. Anyways, it's your boy KhunShawn. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, hit the like button. if you are indeed watching this video, because again, who knows? We'll see. Like, again, right? I got to show my success, and then more people be like, wow, that's crazy. Little do they know, like, I was giving you guys all this information for free for a very long time. But yeah, till next time, you guys have a good one. Peace.